This is slightly trickier, and this is compound palmate, as you can see here, and they're opposite. And this is the Agnus cactus, Vitex Agnus cactus. And you should get this one. This is the bougainvillea. Let's get one a little bit closer to the flower. There we go. In full flower here, of course, we've got the trumpet vine, Campsis radicans, with its pinnate leaves, big trumpet flowers. Lovely climate for the southwest wall in the UK. Then you've got the lantana there with slightly crenate edge to the leaf, opposite leaves. So this is Limoniastrum monopetellum, and as you can see, it looks like a bit like an Orthanopsis there, with that fleshy green leaf and pink flowers. This one, of course, is the Hibiscus rosa sinensis. Well, look at that long style coming out and the male anthers attached to it. This avenue here of Phoenix canariensis. So here we got the beautiful gazanias. That's a well-known one back in the UK. Opening up in the sunshine is Mesembryanthemum. So onto a few palm trees, and we've got the beautiful Trachycarpus fortunei, named after Robert Fortune. And here we've got some myrtle, Myrtus apiculata, looking good. Cistus in full flower. And this one is the white bird of paradise, Strelitzia alba. Now, you're probably familiar with the orangey yellow one, but this one is a real good one, really nice one, and it's got a leaf like a banana leaf. Well, I think that's a Dronunculus growing out in the wild. That's quite an interesting one at the bottom of this Samoria Gorge in Crete. So here we've got the Medigigo arborea, this sort of trefoil, literally a trefoil, arborea meaning tree, of course. And you can see it's got a typical legume fabaceae flower, trifoliate leaves, and that helps to give it away. So here you've got the beautiful Araucaria heterophylla. Notice the way the branches ascend upwards. It's very noticeable. You sort of got these lovely sort of whorls of stems that come out, and every sort of whorl represents a year of growth, just like on the normal Araucaria, the monkey puzzle. But this one, the Norfolk Island one, you can see them, they just ascend upwards, quite a scaly branch as well on the underside, but very typical of this sort of area in Crete and in the Mediterranean. So here we've got the lovely Chamaerops humilis, the European fan palm, which is a beautiful little multi-stem palm, and great for the garden in the UK as well. Well, you can see here we've got the remains of the bottle-bush tree, Callistemon, and just going over, but still one or two inflorescences are still there. That lovely red colour. Well, with this one, it's a shame that you can't smell it, because this is the beautiful Jasminum grandiflorum. And if you look at the tip of the leaf, it just comes to a point there, just a little tiny acuminate point, but beautiful fragrance. You can see the bees are absolutely loving it. But a great tree, and you can see you can use it as a standard quite nicely. Of course, out in Crete you see plenty of bananas, the Musa cavendishii, and there's quite a host of them. So this one is the carob tree. This has these long sort of pods on it that hang down, which they can make it into like a bread and things like that. Ceratonia siliqua. So siliqua is the long seed case. If it's 3 times longer than it's wide, it's a siliqua. So this one is the sea fennel, Crismum maritimum. It's got quite a nice little spatulate leaf there, glaucous foliage. So because it's a hot day, the gazanias, because they're photosensitive, and they've come right out and opened out. But if it was raining, they'd close right up. So on this cycad, this looks like it's a male, You can see their great big cone in the middle, and on the female opens out and creates like a nest in it, and you can actually sometimes find the lovely orangey yellow seeds inside it, which are massive. So two well-known shrubs here. We have the Prunus lauricerasus, the ordinary cherry laurel, which grows nicely here with its big fleshy leaves. And we have good old Elaeagnus ebingii, and you can see there the slight sort of dotting on the surface of the leaves, slightly puckered stem as well. But that grows really well out here, especially in this coastal situation. The key trees that you often see in the Mediterranean is the very beautiful upright Cupressus sempervirens, which is very, very typical of Italian gardens and other Mediterranean gardens. So very upright form, all the foliage very fastigiate. So this is quite an interesting one. This is Agapanthus praecox. Looks a bit like an allium at first, but it is a little wild Agapanthus.